I think reducing fraud and cutting costs is top of mind. And again, as we enter this new year, I think it's still going to be a very high priority for online retailers. The second is going to be the customers. So getting to know your customer, focusing more heavily on the shopping experience, I think is going to be essential as well. Card not present transactions, right? So online commerce. Fraud is not only on the rise, but it's also costing retailers collectively billions of dollars in losses. Implementing more secure ways to pay outside of just credit and debit cards is going to be essential. And looking at payments from a security standpoint, but also adopting methods that and working with companies that might absorb that fraud and chargeback risk is going to be essential. The second piece is the processing costs, right? So when you look at Visa and MasterCard, obviously particularly around the interchange fees that merchants are paying, they're not only very high, but they're also rising. And merchants, retailers are kind of at the mercy of the card schemes, so Visa and MasterCard. So again, looking at more low-cost payment methods that have a little bit more security behind them are going to be ways to combat those high fees and the fraud. What Trustly does is we provide a guaranteed payment method that is well below the cost of credit and debit, right? So essentially, we are facilitating payments from a customer's bank account directly to the merchant through a very, very secure, oftentimes two-factor authenticated payment flow. So again, alleviates a lot of that fraud, a lot of the chargebacks. Trustly absorbs that, and then the processing fees, again, are much, much lower. So merchants are looking at a solution like Trustly as a complete win-win in terms of how do we reduce fees and how do we combat and mitigate fraud. The second piece I think is going to be very essential as well is focusing on your customer. Right? Customers, again, with the economy where it is today, are on a little bit more tighter budgets these days. So personalizing that shopping experience, implementing rewards programs, incentivizing customers to shop with you, looking at return policies. An article that I recently read, 70% of customers look at a return policy before they even make a purchase. Right, so adopting that flexibility and catering to your customer, getting to know them, personalizing messaging to them, incentivizing them to shop with you is not only going to drive new customers to your business, but it's also going to help you retain those customers as well.